Hello student, in today's class we are going to discuss profit loss exercise part 4. Now our today's index is exercise questions and then summarize our today's lecture. Now there is a disclaimer. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concern or issues, please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Now first see some formula. What is profit? Profit equals to SP minus CP. When profit will happen, then CP is always greater than SP is always greater than CP. SP represent selling price and CP represent cost price. So what will be the profit percent? SP minus CP upon CP multiplied by 100, or we can say that profit upon cost price multiplied by 100, because profit and loss always calculated on cost price. Clear? Second formula for loss. Loss equals to CP minus SP. It means CP will be always greater than SP when loss will happen. So what will be the loss percent? CP minus SP upon CP multiplied by 100, or we can say that loss upon CP multiplied by 100. Formula for calculating selling price, if we know that the cost price and profit or loss, so we can directly calculate the SP. First formula will become 100 plus profit percent multiplying by CP upon 100, or we can say that 100 minus loss multiplying by CP upon 100. Formula for calculating cost price, if SP given and profit or loss given. So CP we can directly calculate it 100 multiplying by CP upon 100 plus profit percent, or 100 multiplying by CP upon 100 minus loss percent. So if mark price is given, if CP is given, how we can calculate mark price? Mark price multiplying by CP upon 100. Discount is always given on mark price. So discount we can calculate that mark price minus selling price. So what is discount? Discount is MP minus SP upon MP multiplied by 100. Or we can say that discount upon MP multiplied by 100. Let's see some other formula. Selling price equals to mark price minus discount, or we can say that selling price equals to mark price minus discount percentage multiplying by mark price upon 100. Dishonest dealer cases. If a trader professes to sell his goods at cost price but uses false weight, then gain percent will be true weight minus false weight upon false weight multiplying by 100. Next one is where two articles are sold at same price but one of them at profit and another at loss, and the percentage profit is same as the percentage of loss. In this case there is always a loss. So what is loss percent? Common profit or loss upon 10 whole square, or we can say that percentage value upon 10 whole square. Next one is when two successive discount on an article are X% and Y% respectively, then the net discount will be X plus Y minus XY upon 100%. Clear? Now see the question. First question is, Sarita sell a phone at a profit of 20%. If she had bought it at 20% less and sold it for 180 rupees less, she would have gained 25%. Find the cost price of the phone. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time starts now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going using formula 3.4 and 4.3 and 4.4. So let's assume the cost price of the phone is 100 rupees. Then he sell at profit of 20%. So it will become 120 SP1. If she had bought the phone at 20% less, what it means? It had bought 80 rupees and then he gained 25% profit. So we can calculate selling price 2. So 80 multiplying by 1.25, because he gained 25% profit. So new selling price will become 100. Now the question says that the difference between new selling price, old selling price and new selling price is 20 according to our letting the cost price, which is 100. Clear? But in the question it is given that it is equals to 180. Clear? 20 when the cost price is 100. So SP1 minus SP2 is given is 180. So we can calculate the cost price 100 upon 20 multiplying by 180, which becomes 900. So the cost price of the book is 900. C is the correct answer. Next one. Ravi purchases 90 pence and sell 40 pence at gain of 10% and 50 pence at a gain of 20%. Had he sold all the pen at a uniform profit of 15%, he would have got 40 rupees less. Find the cost price of each pen. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going using formula 4.1 and 4.4. Let the CP of each pen is 100 rupees at the profit of 10%. So when SP of 40 pens will become 4,400. We can calculate 110% of 40, which becomes 4,400. At the profit of 20%, SP of 50 pence will be, so when we calculate 120%, so it becomes 6,000. So SP of 90 pen, we can add it, 4,400 plus 6,000, it becomes 10,400. Now the CP of 90 pence, so we let the cost price of each pen is 100, so we can easily multiplying it, we get 9,000. So at profit of 15%, so we can calculate it, 90 multiplying by 115, which gives us 10,350. Clear? Next solution to be continued. Now the difference in SP will become 10,400 minus 10,350. So difference in SP is 50 rupees. If the difference is 50, then CP is 100. Clear? So if difference is 40, so CP will be, so we can calculate it, 40 multiplying by 100 upon 50, which is 80. So the cost price of each pen is 80 rupees. Next one. Savita buys 5 shirts and 10 pants for rupees 1600. He sells shirts at profit of 15% and pant at 10% loss. If her overall profit was 90 rupee, what was the cost price of a shirt and a pant? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going using formula 4.1 and 4.2. Let rupees P be the cost price of a shirt and Q be the cost price of a pant. Then CP of 5 shirt will be 5P. CP of 10 pants equals to 10Q. According to question, 5P plus 10Q equals to 1600. This is our first equation. Now, according to question, profit on sales of 5 shirt is 15%. It is given in the question. So when we calculate it, 15% of 5P equals to becomes 3P by 4. Loss on sale of 10 pence, which is 10%. So when we calculate it, 10Q multiplying by 10 upon 100, it becomes Q. Solution to be continued. Now, profit on shirt minus loss on pant is given is 90 rupees because he gained overall profit is 90 rupees. So 3P upon 4 minus Q equals to 90. When we calculate it, we get 3P minus 4Q equals to 360. So multiplying first equation by 3 and second by 5 and then subtracting second from 1, we got 50Q equals to 3000. When we calculate it, we get the value of Q, which is 60 rupees. So putting the value of Q in first equation, we get the price of shirt, which we let P. So 5P equals to 1000, P equals to 200. Hence, the cost price of a shirt is 200 each and cost price of a pant is 60 rupees each. Next one. At cost of 60 paise per article, Sharika produces 750 articles. She puts the selling price of each that if only 600 articles are sold, she would have made a profit of 40% on the outlay. However, 120 articles got spoiled and she was able to sell 630 articles at this price. Find her actual profit or loss percent as the percentage of total outlay, assuming that the unsold articles are useless. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going using formula 4.1 and 4.4. According to question says that total CP of the article will become 750 multiplying by 6.6 because 60 paisa. So we can say the 0.6 rupees. So total rupees become 450. So we can calculate total cost price. Clear? By selling 600 articles, Sarika should make 40% profit on the outlay. It is given in the question. So this means that the selling price of 600 articles should be 1.4 of 450, which is 630 rupees. Total cost price is 440. So we can calculate it. 1.4 multiplying by 450, we get 630. The selling price per article will be, he sell 600 article. So the total SP is 630 divided by 600, which we got 1.05 rupees. So Sarika got selling price 1.05 rupees of each article. Now solution to be continued. Since Sarika sell only 630 article at this price, her total recovery is 1.05 multiplying by 630. So it becomes 661.5 rupees. And the actual profit percent will be profit, which is 661.5 minus 450, which is cost price, upon 450 multiplied by 100, which becomes 47%. So thus, Sharika earns 47% profit on her total investment. Next one. Kritika bought a combined total of 25 iPads and iPhones of 2,05,000. She sold 80% of the iPads and 12 iPhones for a profit of rupees 40,000. Each iPad was marked up by 20% over the cost, and each iPhone was sold at a profit of 2,000 rupees. The remaining iPad and 3 iPhones could not be sold. What is the Kritika's overall profit or loss? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Again, we are using formula 4.2 and 4.4. The total number of iPhone is 15 because it is given that he sold 12 iPhone and 3 was not sold. So total iPhone is 15 and total number of iPhone and iPads are 25. So number of iPads will be 25 minus 15, which is 10. Now it is given in the question that total CP of the iPads and iPhone is 2,05,000. Since Kritika sell 80% of both goods at the profit of 40,000. Therefore, the cost of 80% of good will be 0.8 multiplying by 2,05,000. So it will become 1,64,000. Clear? So the total amount recovered, we know that Kritika get 40,000 profit. So this is the cost price of the 80% article, which is 1,64,000 plus 40,000. It will become 2,04,000. So we can clearly see loss will be happen. So how much loss? Loss equals to cost price minus selling price, which is 1,000. So Kritika overall loss is 1,000 rupees. B is the correct answer. Next one. Sasa goes to a shop to buy a sofa set and a center table. She bargains for a 10% discount on the center table and 25% discount on a sofa set. However, the manager by mistake interchanged the discount percentage figure while making the bill, and Sasa paid accordingly. When compared to what she should pay for her purchases, what percent did Sasha pay extra? Given that center table cost is 40% as much as a sofa set. Okay, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going to use formula 4.6. Let the cost price of sofa set is 100. So what will be the cost of the center table, which is 40% of the sofa set? So it becomes 40 rupees. According to Sasa, cost of center table 40% of the given. So 90% of the 40, which becomes 36 rupees because it is given that 10% discount on center table. And cost of sofa, which is 75% of 100 because 25% discount on the sofa set. Clear? Now solution to be continued. Now according to manager, he interchanged the discount percent. It is given in the question. So cost of the center table will be 75% of the 40, which is 30. And cost of the sofa set will be 90% of the 100. So it becomes 90. How much he extra money paid? So 90 plus 30 minus 36 plus 75, which becomes 120 minus 111, which is 9 rupees. So how much percent extra? 9 upon 111 multiplied by 100, which becomes 8.1%. So Sasa paid 8.1% extra price. Clear? Next one. Paras Healthcare made 3000 strip of vitamin stable at cost of rupees 4800. The company gave away 1000 strip of table to doctor as a free sample. A discount of 25% is given on the printed price. Find the ratio of profit if the price is raised from 3.25 to 4.25 per strip, and if at the later price sample to the doctor were done away with. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going to use formula 4.1. Case 1. If rate is 3.25. Clear? There are two conditions. First, the rate is 3.25. Again, he make the rate 4.25. So we let first case if rate is 3.25 rupees per strip. Clear? So the total sale revenue will be, he gave 1000 strip free. So 2000 strip multiplying by 3.25 rupees per strip, and he gave another discount of 25%. So it will become 0.75 rupees. So it is 4875 rupees revenue generated. Okay. Now, profit is, total sales revenue is 4800. Clear? So what will be the profit? 4875 minus 4800, which is 75. Now in case 2, if rate is 4.25 rupees. Clear? So the total sale revenue, in this condition, he did not give any free samples to the doctor. So total 3000 strips multiplying by 4.75, and he gave discount of 25%, which is 0.75%. When we calculated, we got 9562.5 rupees for total 3000 strips. Solution to be continued. Now what will be the profit? Total sale revenue minus cost price of the strips. So when we calculate it, 9562.5 minus 4800, we get 4762.5 rupees. Now the question says, what is the ratio of the profits? So new profit is 4762.5 upon 75. When we solve it, we get 381 point upon 6. Clear? So 381 ratio 6 will be the ratio of profits. Next one. APD printed 3000 copies of Sathee at cost of rupees 2,40,000. It gave 500 copies free to different philanthropic institutions. It allowed a discount of 25% on the published price and gave a copy free for every 25 copies bought at a time. It was able to sell all copies in this manner. If the published price is 325 rupees, then what is its overall gain or loss percentage in the whole transaction? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going using formula 4.1 and 4.7. The total cost price is given 2,40,000 and published price of each book is 325. So total 3000 copies. Now the selling price of each copy is 25% discount has been given. So 75% will of 325, which becomes 243.75 rupees. Now we know that the APD printed gives the 500 free copies and 1 copy for every 25 copies. So number of free copies will be 500. So rest copies are 2500 divided by 25. When we calculated, we got 100 copies extra, which he gave free. So total 100 free copies is 600. Solution to be continued. So total selling price. So the rest copies are 2400, which is multiplying by each price of the copy, which is 243.75. It becomes 5,85,000. So what is the percentage gain? Selling price minus cost price upon cost price multiplying by 100. When we calculate it, we got 143.75%. So overall gain is 143.75%. Next one. Surbhi bought a combined total of 20 iPads and iPhones. She marked up the iPads by 20% on the cost price, while each iPhone was marked up by 2,000 rupees. He was able to sell 75% of the iPads and 2 iPhones and make profit of rupees 49,000. The remaining iPads and 3 iPhones could not be sold by her. Find her overall profit or loss if she get no return on unsold items. And it is known that an iPhone cost is 50% of an iPad. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Time's up. Let's see the solution. Now the question says that we are going using formula 4.0. There were 5 iPhones because in the question says that 2 iPhones were make profit, 2 iPhones were sell, and 3 were not sell. Clear? So total iPhone is 5 and rest will be the iPad. So 20 iPads. So Surbhi sell 2 iPhones for a profit of 2,000 rupees each. So hence total profit on iPhone will be 4,000. So the rest profit will be gained by the iPads. So the profit from iPad sale is 45,000. So total iPad are 15. So when we can divide it, we get 3,000 profit for each iPad. Clear? So solution to be continued. Hence the cost price of each iPad will be 15,000 because 20% of the cost price. Clear? It is given that she marked up iPad by 20% of the cost price. So the cost price will be 15,000. If 20% is 3,000, then 100% is 15,000. So the cost price of iPhone, which is 50% of the iPad, so it becomes 7,500 rupees. So the total cost will be 15,000 multiplying by 20 plus 7,500 multiplying by 5. When we calculate it, we get 3,37,500 rupees. Clear? So if only 75% iPad and 2 iPhones were sold, the total revenue will be 18,000 multiplying by 15 plus 9,500 multiplying by 2. So we can calculate it. We get 2,89,000 rupees. So we can clearly see that there has been loss. So the total revenue is less than the total cost. So what is loss? Selling price is 3,37,500 minus 2,89,000. So we calculate the loss is 48,500. So Surbhi has an overall loss is 48,500 rupees. Clear? Next one. A merchant buy 4,000 kg of wheat, 1/5 of which he sell at gain of 5% and 1/4 of at gain of 10%, 1/5 at gain of 12%, and the remainder at gain of 16%. If he had sold the whole at gain of 11%, he would have made 72 rupees 80 paise more. What was the cost price of crop per kg? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now the question says that we are going using formula 4.1. Total profit. How we can calculate the total profit? We let the total profit percentage P%. Clear? So 1/5 is sell at 5%. So we can calculate it 1/5 multiplying by 5. 1/4 at 10%. So 1/4 multiplying by 10%. Same way, half of the gain at 12%. So half multiplying by 12%. And when we calculate it, the remaining part, so 1 minus 1/5 plus 1/4 plus 1/12 at 16% profit. So multiplying by 16. Clear? So when we calculate it, we get the profit percentage 103 upon 10%. Clear? Solution to be continued. Now, if we would have sold some whole wheat at 11%, you had made 72.80 rupees more. So the difference between these profit, 11% minus 103 upon 10% is equals to 72.80 rupees. When you calculate it, you get the value of 1%, which is 72.80 multiplying by 10 upon 7. So 100% will be 10,400. So CP of crop per kg will be 10,400 divided by 4,000 because the total amount of it is 4,000 kg. When you calculate it, you got 2 rupees 60 paise. Yeah, or we can say that 2.60 rupees. Clear? Next one. Ajit calculate his profit percentage on the selling price, whereas Rohit calculate his on the cost price. They find that the difference of their profit is rupees 100. If the selling price of both of them are the same and both of them get 25% profit, find their selling price. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going to using formula 4.4. Suppose the selling price of both of them is P rupees. Clear? So the CP of Ajit will be P 75% because he get 25% profit. So P multiplying by 75 upon 100, which is 3P by 4. Clear? Same way, Rohit CP will be, it becomes 125%. So P multiplying by 100 upon 125, which is 4P upon 100. So what is the profit percent on CP? Solution continued. So Ajit profit will be SP minus CP. So P is the SP and 3 by 4th of P is CP. So when we calculated, we got P by 4. Same way, Rohit profit is SP minus CP. SP is P minus 4 by 5P is CP. When we calculated, we got P by 5. So what is the difference in the profit? P by 4 minus P by 5 is 100 rupees. It is given in the question. So when we calculate, we get the value of P and P is SP, selling price. So P is 2000 rupees. Next one. A pen was sold for a certain sum and there was a loss of 20%. Had it been sold for 12 rupees more, there would have been a gain of 30%. What would be the profit if the pen was sold for rupees 4 rupee 80 paise more than what it was sold for? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going to using formula 4.2. Let CP of the pen be X rupees and SP of the pen is Y rupees. So initially at loss of 20%, so what will be the loss? 20% equals to CP minus SP upon CP. Loss will be calculated always on CP. So CP minus SP upon CP is equals to 20%. So when we calculated, we got a relation between SP and CP equals to SP equals to 4 by 5 of CP, which is letting X. Now this is our equation 1. Now if you would change rupees Y plus 12, then the profit becomes 30%. Solution to be continued. Now 30% is equals to Y plus 12 minus X upon X. This is SP and this is CP. So when we calculate it, we got the relation value of X, which is 25 rupees. Clear? So putting the value, we get the value of Y, which is 92.2 rupees. What is the profit percent? Now, if Y becomes Y plus 4.8, this is our new SP. This is our new SP. So profit percent will be SP minus CP upon CP multiplied by 100. So new SP is Y plus 4.8 multiply minus 24 upon 24 multiplying by 100. So we get, when we calculate it, we get 0%. So there is no profit and no loss. Clear? Now summarizing our today's lecture. Profit and loss. Profit, the amount earned when the selling price of a product is higher than the cost price. It is calculated as profit equals to selling price minus cost price. Same way, loss, the amount incurred when the selling price is lower than the cost price. It is calculated at cost price minus selling price. What is cost price? The original price paid to acquire a product. It is the amount spent on purchasing an item before selling it. Next one, selling price. The price at which the product is sold to the customer, it can be higher or lower than the cost price, resulting in profit or loss respectively. Profit percentage. The percentage of profit relative to the cost price, it is calculated as profit upon cost price multiplying by 100. For example, if the cost price is 100 and selling price is 120, then the profit percent will be 20 upon 100 multiplying by 100, which is 20%. In the same way, loss percentage is loss related to the cost price. It is calculated as loss upon cost price multiplying by 100. For example, if the cost price of article is 100 and selling price is 80, then the loss will be 20 upon 100, which is multiplying by 100, which is 20%. What is successive discount? This involves applying multiple discount in sequence or on the original price. To find the overall discount, the successive discount are calculated one after the other rather than adding them together. For example, if a product has 10% discount followed by 20% discount, the effective discount is not 30%, but is calculated as first discount is original price multiplying by 1 minus 0.10. Second discount will be price after 10% discount multiplying by 1 minus 0.20. The overall discount can be found by comparing the final price with the original price. Okay. Now, thank you.